Good morning, everybody. It's the LEN Live Chat again, and if that's not your time, good afternoon or good evening. And it's Lynne here again from the Learn English Network, and it's a sunny day again in Germany. Sorry, the weather report can't be more interesting, but it's all good because I enjoyed my walk with Leica this morning, and it's the 28th of August. Somebody asked me to start putting the dates on at the front of the live chat session, just so that they could tell which session they were listening to. Okay, so 28th of August 2013, just in case I end up doing this for 13 years or so. Thank you to our sponsors, Teacher Karen from the Live English Training, and Cambridge Proofreading, and Malta Lingua, an English language school in Malta. Hope you're having nice weather too. So we ended up, I think, talking about Guernsey last week, and that I hope April. I think you got that it's Guernsey. I got a little thank you from you, so it's. Yeah, I hope you get there. Let us know. Take photos and put them up on the forum or in Google Plus or in Facebook, whichever. I can look at them because I'm nosy like that. Okay, so Aladdin was complaining because, of course, he's stuck at the moment because he's in Egypt and it's under curfew, and I think it must be very frustrating. So he was saying, "Stay at your home." Okay, and that was in reply to April's mention that she was going to go to Guernsey. So, so you wouldn't say stay at your home because your home is your home. Yeah. So what we say is stay at home. You don't need your in front of it because home is where you live. So of course it's your home. So you just say stay at home. And Zeb replied to Aladdin, "Are you the home sweet home kind of guy, Aladdin?" So you wouldn't say are you the. You could say, are you the kind of guy who says home sweet home? But when you're saying it the other way, you'd say, are you yeah? Are you a home sweet home kind of guy, Aladdin? And Aladdin replied, "We're forced to be home sweet home after 9 p.m, which I think is the curfew time." So you did say we forced. So it should be we are forced to be at home sweet home after 9 p.m. And as Zeb wrote, a curfew? Bummer. Make the most of your home and family then. And Aladdin said, "I'll try, but I feel that the night is very long." So we tried to cheer him up after that. Zeb wrote, "Kids are the best to make the most of boring situations. Time to use your imagination, Aladdin, or tackle some DIY work at home." DIY work is do it yourself, by the way. It stands for do it yourself, and it means putting up shelves or redecorating a room. And then Zeb wrote, "Methinks you've probably more time to study or learn as well." Oh, you sound like a teacher, Zeb. "Look at how knowledgeable you're going to become." And a little winky, sticky tonguey outy emoticon. And I said, "It sounds like time to learn a musical instrument to me. In the meantime," and I gave Aladdin a few links to some of my favourite music online. I hope you were able to listen to it. Okay. Yeah, you just wrote a day ago. Thanks, Lynne, I'm listening to them now. And then I did get a bit teachery. I said the word home is, well, it's the home of the person mentioned unless you say otherwise. Okay, and Aladdin did say, "I am also felt there was something wrong." Okay, no need for am. I am feeling hungry. I am at home now. Yeah, but I felt there was something wrong. Okay, and my reply to that, and it's often my reply to people who go, "Oh yeah, I didn't think that was right," or "just trust your feelings." Yeah, once you get beyond a beginner level, start trusting your feelings of the words and the pronunciation, especially as you come to my sessions, because I kind of direct you that way to not learn the words but to experience the words and to get comfortable with the words and wrap them round you like a little warm blanket. Okay, so and I wrote home's a funny word. It can mean your house, flat, apartment, etc., but it can also refer to where you reside, where you're from, or where you feel comfortable, as in wherever I lay my hat, that's my home, if you've listened to the Tom Jones song, showing my age. And we say things like make yourself at home. Home is where the heart is. Home from home. Second home. That's only for Conservative MPs, by the way. And, as I said, I might extend the idiom page just to include some home idioms. And Aladdin added one. There's no place like home. Thanks, Lynn. You're welcome, Aladdin. It was a nice little chat, that one. And if you're thinking, oh, I want to chat, just join in. Okay. And unfortunately, Aladdin had some computer problems, connection problems, I should say. His computer was fine, his connection was playing up. And he wrote, I just recognised that all Google stuff don't work, server not found, is that only me? Okay, so I just noticed that all the Google stuff doesn't work. It doesn't work. I get the server not found message, is it only me? And it was only you, Aladdin. Just you in the whole world. But I sent Aladdin a little website, which is really good. And it's called, literally, down for everyone or just me.com. And if you find a website's down, you can check to see if the site is down or if it's just your connection. Maybe you've got your you need to check your firewall, that kind of thing. Okay. And Aladdin said, I test it form. Oh, sorry, I just dropped a pen. I test it form my mobile. It works. That is mean the problem from other system provider. Smiley, thank you for the website. I will bookmark it. Okay, thank you for the website. I will bookmark it was perfect. Yeah. But your other bit, it should be I tested it from my mobile or I tested it using my mobile, comma. It works, full stop. That means the problem is from the other system provided, okay? Or that means the problem is from my system provider. That's what we often say. Blame your ISP, internet system provider. So that's always good. Oh, my system provider let me down. And then we had a little question about why is the time for this post 9 hours ago? And as I replied, it says 10 minutes ago here. And then he wrote, I think the problem from my system provider, again, you need a verb in there. I think the problem is from my system provider. Okay. And I wrote, it could be try to refresh your cache. Yeah, that's what I always do. If anything goes wrong with my computer, I refresh my cache. It's like a little ritual. Makes me feel better. Makes me think I know what I'm doing. And Mustafa Tawfik wrote, hey guys, I want to learn English and this is my Skype plus anyone speaks English well, add me. Okay, so Mustafa, hey guys, I want to learn English. This is my Skype ID. Anyone who speaks English, please add me. Okay? Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance was perfect. Just needed a little full stop at the end. Okay? And I wanna. Yeah, I know it's the internet, but whilst you're on the network, try to get things a little bit sort of as you would do in a test or an exam. Okay? We all know I wanna is I want to, but you don't want to write that in a test. You don't want to do that. So it's good to develop good habits before you develop bad ones, I think. And I wrote, hi Mustafa, we run sessions on Skype and have a meetup for English Room there, but you need to be a forum member to join. In brackets, it's free. Everything on the network for you guys is free. You can learn more about it here, and I gave him the link to the forum and to the chat page actually. Then Sahila Abdel Khalek said hi. Ahmed said hello guys, is it good to learn English from TV miniseries? If you enjoy it, it's all good. So hello guys, capital H. Is it good to learn English from TV miniseries? Miniseries is 2 words, and is should be capitalized. And yeah, and TV should be capitalised. Capital T, capital V, because it's short for television. I always capitalise both. I think it's a matter of choice nowadays. Do you capitalise or not? But it looks odd when you have capital T, small v, for me, to be honest. Okay. Zeb wrote, hi Ahmed, what is a mini-series? And Aladdin quite rightly wrote, you can learn English from anything, Ahmed. Absolutely. You're a learning machine. Keep learning. And miniseries are fine if it's a good miniseries. I mean, there's so many. But remember, it's passive learning. You're learning to listen and you're learning to watch. That's both passive things you're not actually actively doing. So maybe learn English from a TV miniseries with a friend who's learning English, and then you can talk about the TV miniseries, or maybe go online and find fans of that TV miniseries and join a forum about it. There's loads of fan forums out there. They can get a bit heated, so always be positive. If you join a fan forum, don't go in and say this series is crap. Okay, it's not a good idea. You'll get blocked, banned, or just trolled to death. So best to do ones for things you like, and then you can get into conversations with people about the TV miniseries, and you're being active with your English. Okay, so don't just be passive. But yeah, why not? I keep my English up to date by watching TV miniseries, so stuck in Germany. Then Nana wrote, Guest wrote hi. Guest must have disappeared. Okay, hi Guest. The ghost they should say ghost rather than guest, shouldn't they? People who arrive and then disappear. Hopefully because they found something better to do. So Nana then wrote, hi, I want to share your programme. And I went, hi Nana, what programme? Who do you want to share it with? Okay, this isn't a programme. But maybe you meant this program? I don't think of it as a program. It's a broadcast. It's a podcast, maybe. I wasn't sure if you meant maybe like the lessons. And anybody can join the lessons. You just join. You just join in. Start doing. Do. Sorry if there's any rattling. Hubby's home, and we're getting ready for our holiday. I'll speak more about that at the end. Then Johnson wrote, hi, who are you? And he didn't even put a question mark, he put an exclamation mark. So Zeb wrote, well, who are you? Who are you? Who? I know you've put this to hear me say it, Zeb, you're so cruel. I really want to know, who are you? Who? Tell me, who are you? Who are you? Who? Because I really want to know, who are you? Who? Is that too many who's? I don't know, I lost count. And then I wrote to Johnson, is that a question or a shout of surprise? And then Zeb wrote, no, it's for you to sing. I was actually replying to Johnson there, not your... I hadn't even seen your reply then. I think we must have replied... if you look, you'll see in the threads, you'll see who it's replied to. So your reply, Zeb, went Zeb, and then there's a little arrow Johnson, and my reply went... your teacher, a little arrow Johnson, and then your reply to me went Zeb, little arrow your teacher. So you can see who's replying to whom, but you have to look at it. So, and I'm not going to sing it. I can't sing it because I don't actually know the song. I have never heard. So you'll have to give me the title or a YouTube link to the song if you actually want to hear me. So I had to say it. I spoke it rather than sung it, which you should be very grateful for as well. Okay, then Ram Babu wrote, hey, hi. Okay, H-I-H-A-I. Remember, I'm learning German. That's German for shark. Okay, so hi, H-I, or hey, H-E-Y, or just hello. It's much more polite. Hello, H-E-L-L-O. And capitalised H, of course. And then Ram Babu went, tell me how to learn fluently in English. Okay. I'm British. I put great stock in softening these commands, okay? So I will give you a correction to make it more likely. I mean, I know you don't mean to be rude or abrupt, but if you were to do that in a place where they didn't know you're a learner, they might take exception. So you can soften these things by could you? Could you tell me how to learn English fluently? Question mark, English with a capital E. Okay, so just soften it a bit. Don't be so, tell me now, I want to know. Even if that's how you feel. It's as well to just be a little softer in your approach. Rambabu, how to learn English fluently or how to learn fluent English. Slightly different. To aim for fluency, aim for continuous improvement. Okay? True fluency comes with continuous improvement, and that means doing something every day, regularly, short bursts rather than one day a week, doing an hour or two. Try to do a few minutes every single. Make it part of your routine. Make it your hobby. Have fun. Don't always do it in grammar exercises and filling in the blank exercises. Do it by joining forums, talking, chatting on Facebook. Do more than just click a like button. Do more than just plus things on Google Plus, actually say, I like this because, oh, this made me laugh because, or I don't agree with you because. You can say I don't agree with you. Yeah, you can say that to me. I don't mind. Always be careful of the I don't agree with you. Be very polite. You don't want to be trolled. Okay, but but do every day. Dooby dooby doo. And I wrote back to Rambabu, you just begin one day and then carry on doing something every day. You've already learnt one language. Think about how you did that. And then Seb wrote, gosh, you want me to stay awake all night. Was I? No, I don't. When I said carry on doing something every day, I didn't mean carry on doing it all day. Okay. Okay, so hopefully that helps, Rambabu. It's common sense. Yeah, it's not rocket science. There's no one way to learn English. There's your way, and that's the way that you learn, and the way you have fun, and the way you enjoy it. So many possibilities. So, but make sure you cover all the skills as well: listening, speaking, writing, reading. Okay, they all go together. Okay. Then Amratu Jain said, hi, my name is Amratu. I'm, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm from India. Okay, so hi, my name is Amratu. Good, full stop. I am from India without the apostrophe, or with the apostrophe I'm, I apostrophe M, because that apostrophe shows it's the short form, and the short form for I am is I'm, so there's no A, just the apostrophe replaces the A. Why? Don't know. I think it was because it was cheaper on paper when you were typing to put that in, and you could squash things up. Paper used to be really expensive, remember, so anything that squashed words up together was a saving of money. And then India, just the one capital letter. So I capital and then NDIA in small letters. Okay, so I wrote hi Amratu, just India. Only the first letter needs to be capitalised. Okay, so hopefully you got that. Then Nitin wrote 4 days ago, I am new in this chat room. I want to be successful English speaker and writer. Okay. I am new in this chat room. Perfect. Well done. I want to be a successful English speaker and writer. Okay. Writer would be 2 T's. Writer, to write, 1 T. And writer takes 1 T. E-R. W-R-I-T-E-R. Okay? Zeb wrote, hi Nitin. So far, what is easier for you, speaking or writing? And I wrote a writer. What sort of things do you want to write, Nitin? And Nitin didn't reply, so we'll never know unless she comes back, or he. Don't know. It's a blank avatar, but maybe they'll come back. Mateus Mendes wrote hi. Aladdin wrote, hi Mateus, are you wear the Hulk mask? Okay. Hi Mateus, are you wearing the Hulk mask? What are you wearing? And they're saying that because Aladdin's saying that because Mateus has chosen a very funny avatar of, it looks like somebody boxing, but they've got, I think it must be the Hulk mask on. So, and Zeb went, hi, I agree with Aladdin. It looks like the Hulk mask. Mateus, who did that to you? It looks like he did it to himself, actually, Zeb. So, good choice of avatar, Mateus. Choosing your avatar, yeah, get something that gets people talking and makes people want to talk to you, and that's a good one. Well done. He didn't reply, but we'll never know how'd that happen. Mateus, if you're listening, go and tell us why you chose that avatar. Is it you in a Hulk mask? Is it a friend in a Hulk mask? Or is it just something from the internet that you liked? I'm always interested in how people choose the avatars they choose. So, and now we've got a little message from April, and April was kindly saying, thanks for your information about Guernsey, Lynne. The pronunciation is at least not too complicated. Okay, what you've written actually is the pronunciation. Yeah, it's to pronounce, O-U-N-C-E at the end, but then it becomes pronunciation and we get rid of the O. So the pronunciation is at least not too complicated. You know, Karen showed us how to pronounce, for example, now I've got to put my thinking hat on here. The first one you put in is Chumley. Now it looks like Cholmondeley, but I think it's pronounced Chumley. And then this is names you might find in England that are pronounced so weirdly. And this is a good lesson to learn about pronunciation and the madness of it. Okay, so Cholmondeley is actually pronounced Chumley. You need to know that. It makes no sense otherwise. You just have to accept that's how it's pronounced. Zen and the Art of Pronunciation, basically. And then the next one I think is Beecham. It looks like Beauchamp, Beauchamp, but I think if you meet somebody, you'd say Beecham. Or when you meet people with names like this, if they give you their card and you think, just say to them, how do you pronounce your name? Don't go, oh my God, what the hell kind of name is that? Just say, oh, how do you pronounce it? And they'll tell you, and then you'll know if you can remember. And then Zeb wrote, is it Beauchamp in France? Then sure, I know, April. No, I'm afraid it's Beecham in England. And April said that was also my answer to Amatsu, Zeb, but apparently they pronounce it differently in the UK. Ha! I was really embarrassed thinking that I could pronounce it as a French would do. Okay, I was really embarrassed thinking that I could pronounce it as a French person would do. No, don't be embarrassed, April. Yeah, as I say, you either know or you don't. It's like the final question in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You either know the answer or you don't. There's no embarrassment in it. And then Zeb quite rightly said, what's wrong with the French way of speaking? I wrote, English names can be a mare. Okay, when I write that, I mean it's short for nightmare. Oh, it's a bit of a mare. It means it's a nightmare. And Aladdin wrote, good for you, April. That is mean you can learn them to me. Okay, that means you can teach them to me. Learn, teach. Look it up on the common mistakes page. It's a very common mistake. Yeah, you're learning, Aladdin. April is teaching. And Zeb wrote, April said, gladly, Aladdin. Hey, we've got another session going. Good. Zeb said, hi, Aladdin. The best way to get the pronunciation of places right is to travel there. Quite right, as the guy who wanted to go to Lugabura found out. He was from Australia. He wanted to go to Loughborough, and he was in the train station, the bus station in Nottingham, going, "Is there a bus to Lugabura?" And they were going, "Where?" They were going, "Lugabura." No such place. Sorry. And then what he did is he wrote it down, and they went, "Ah, you mean Loughborough." Carry a pen and paper when you're travelling. Aladdin said, thanks for giving me a hope. Thanks for giving me hope. Now I feel good with the huge disappointed. Yeah, and Zeb said, why are you feeling disappointed? Now I feel good with the huge disappointment. It doesn't make sense, Aladdin. Sorry, it's a definite question. Aladdin said, why? What do you think? Capital W. You just put a dagger in my chest. Smiley. That's a strange thing to have a smiley about. And then Zeb said, help me then. Tell me the medicine. Okay, medicine. Not medicine. 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 That may relieve you. Don't let yourself die. Absolutely. Best not to. Aladdin hasn't replied to that. I think Zeb, knowing Aladdin, he's saying, I can't travel. So telling me to travel is like saying, why don't you fly? One day, Aladdin. That's what you have to visualise travelling to these wonderful places one day. In the meantime, you can travel with them to you can travel to them with us in Second Life, as you well know. So maybe we'll do a session on place names and people names again. See if we can get Karen to take it further, because it is good fun. It's a good laugh. Okay, it's meant to be fun. So then we had Savar saying, good evening, my name is Savar. Okay, so good evening, capital G, comma, my name is Savar. Hi, Savar, said Zeb. I'm Zeb. Is your name taken from the city... Oh, no. Is your name taken from the name of a city in Hungary? Oh, is there a city in Hungary called Savar? Okay. And I wrote, hi, Savar. It's morning now, but I hope your evening was good. And Savar wrote, what is your name? Okay, what, with capital W, is W-H-A-T, and then a question mark, because it's a question. What's your name? And I wrote, hi, Savar, my name's Lynne. Okay? As you know, your teacher is Lynne. I changed it to your teacher because it was confusing people. They didn't know how to pronounce it, but everybody knows how to pronounce your teacher. So it's still Lynne, it's still me. Same avatar, same old avatar, glasses, short hair, hugging a book to my chest. First day of school. Then Moath Bashtawi said, hello, Mikey. Hello, capital H, Mikey, capital M. And... who's Mikey? Come on, Mikey, come back, tell us who you are. And Zeb said, it's been a long time since I saw any Mikey around. Sorry, Moath. And Moath said, how are you? capital H, Marth. I'm very well, thank you. And Marth also wrote hello. So I think it was putting in hello, how are you? Hello, Mikey. Yeah. Maybe reply to your own posts. That way you can have a thread going, because it looks a bit odd when you're looking at it on the in the in the live chat. Okay, so then Abdirisak said, "Hi, how are you, everybody here? How can I learn English?" Okay, so hi, capital H. How are you, capital H? Everybody, one word. How are you, everybody? That's it. You don't need to say here. I mean, who else would you be talking to? But you can't say how is everybody there, because they wouldn't be, because it's here. So how is everybody? How are you, everybody? Question mark. Okay. How can I learn English? Capital H. I capitalized. You capitalized English. Yay! Well done, Ab. And then question mark again. So I wrote, how did you learn your native tongue? Try some of these tricks. Oh, ticks. I don't want ticks. Try some of these tricks and tips. Oh, that's a nice tongue twister. Tricks and tips, tricks and tips, tricks and tips. And then I put him onto the improve page. Remember, this is part of a network. There's lots of answers to your questions there. So rather than asking us, tell us what you already do. Yeah, say, I'm learning English doing this. It's not working for me. Have you got any other tips that I can use? Or share tips. Say, this works for me. It's great. I love it. And I do it every day and it's making me fluent. Or just write, how to become fluent in 6 days. You'll be very popular. So then we had a strange message from Zeb. Re-T-O-T, isn't it for two crying eyes and a mouth, poor Edouard? English shouldn't affect anyone that way. So, very strange. Don't know. Maybe there's a missing post somewhere. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I presume Edouard wrote to Zeb maybe privately. I don't know. But anyhow, Re-T-O-T, isn't it for two crying eyes and a mouth? Could be. Poor Edouard, English shouldn't affect anyone that way. That's perfect, good. And then, guys, she wrote, this is Zeb correcting my Spanish. To get 2 beers in Spain, do not follow Lynne or you might die of thirst. Learn dos cervezas por favor or dos canas por favor and you'll be safe. Good, thank you. And I wrote, thanks Zeb, maybe Edouard was crying about my Spanish. I have since found my little Spanish phrase book, so I should be okay. And then Zeb wrote, but Lynne, if it was in Spanish, it couldn't be bad, LOL. Okay, I am not sure what you meant by that, but normally I find that pointing at the beer tap and then holding up 2 fingers works, by the way. I'm sure Spanish waiters love me, and most Spanish waiters speak very, very good English, so I think I'll be okay in Spain. Then Imdilan, I think it's meant to be I'm Dylan. I'm Dylan. So Dylan wrote hi. We'll come to Dylan in a minute. And Ariane wrote hello. And Dylan then said, hi, I need to improve my English knowledge and please help me to do that my pie purpose. Okay. So Dylan, hi capital H, I capital I. Need to improve my English, capital E. You don't need English knowledge. Yeah. I just need to improve my English, full stop. Please help me to that purpose. Okay, bit formal. I just keep it simple. Yeah, keep it short and simple. Kiss me, Kiss. Keep it short and simple. Please help me. Full stop. That's much easier, isn't it? English is so easy. And I wrote, hi Dylan. Here we go. What sort of things do you do at the moment? Are you on a course? Do you have any English books to help you? How often do you practice your English? Now, these are the sort of questions you can write in live chat. The sort of answers you can write in live chat, yeah? What sort of things do you do to improve your English at the moment? Are you on a course? Are you taking an English course somewhere? Do you have any English books to help you? What's your English teacher like? How often do you practice your English? Yeah, it's much more interesting than I want to learn English. You're here. You're on the live chat page. I can pretty much guess that you're probably all interested in learning or helping other people to learn English. Although we're a bit short on the ground of people wanting to help. But you guys rock because you're helping each other. So what the heck? We don't need any more native speakers, do we? Yes, we do. I did put a call out for Australians to take the night shift, but I guess they're all busy making lots of money. Hey, Australia's economy is booming, I tell you. So, Not like this side of the planet. Then Aslia wrote, hello everybody. Okay, Aslia, everybody is one word. Okay, so it's EVERYBODY. Otherwise, you're saying everybody, and that's a bit like everybody's dead. Oh, look at all the bodies. No, I don't want to think about that this week, thank you. But everybody is one word. Okay, so just join it together, get rid of the gap. How are you all here? Question mark. Nice to meeting you all. Okay, nice to meet you all. Although you're doing it now, yeah. I'm meeting everybody tomorrow in the park, yeah. But nice to meet you all, because it's just a phrase we use. Nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. It was lovely meeting you. Okay, so something you have to sort of get a feeling for. Then Zeb wrote, hello Aslia, I'm fine. How are you doing? And I wrote, hi Aslia, I don't know about everyone else, but I'm fine, thanks. Manu wrote, hello. And then we got a strange one. Guest, hi, it's Summit. And I wrote the dreaded question mark, question mark, question mark. You get one of those, it's like a big, what? No, I don't do the WTF thing, okay, but you know what I mean, don't you? Hi, it's Summit. Maybe your name's Summit, but you came in as a guest, so I have no idea, honestly. It really confused me. Summit, that can be SUMMIT, that can be the peak of something. Summit, that could be slang for something, because people do say that in England. Oh, that's summit, isn't it? There's English and then there's English as it's actually spoken, okay? So, hey, that's summit, isn't it? Which means, well, that's something, isn't it? But I'm not sure what you meant, Summit. So come back, tell us, or not, it's fine, it's all good. And let's go and see if we've got some people waiting. Oh gosh, it's a long scroll. Let's go and see if we've got somebody waiting to be moderated. You will be moderated. There is no escape. Bear with me. Oh, I can't actually get in. Thanks, Discuss. I can't get into my moderation panel. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh gosh, there's a lot. Okay, so we've got hi from Swapna. Hi, Swapna. Then I'll make sure I'm not doing the lessons one, because that would be a very, very, very long thing. So Swapna said hi, approved that. Then Aslia wrote, hi Lynn, what are you doing right now? Okay. Hi Aslia. Right now, yeah, I'm broadcasting on the Spreaker broadcast for the week, so I'll approve that one. Aslia then wrote, "You're most welcome, Teacher Lynne." Okay. You wrote "your." Now that's the possessive form of "your." Yeah, this is your website. This is your broadcast. If you want to write "your" as in the short form for "you are," you need that little apostrophe again. Your short form for "you are," as in "you're most welcome," would be YOU apostrophe RE. Okay, there's a whole page on short forms. I'll send you the link, Aslia. Okay, and to be honest, I'm not sure what Aslia was writing "You're most welcome, Teacher Lynne" for, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Then Marcello Epri wrote, "Hi, how are you? I'm fine, and you?" It's like asking the question and answering it at the same time. Amruta Jain said, "Hi, I am very weak, I, capital I, in direct conversation, full stop. Okay, what can I do for this? Okay, have more direct conversations." I think you mean sort of chit chat. Do you mean sort of just talking with people? Do come into, I mean, we're on a break. I'll come to this in a minute. We are on a break from this Friday, but after the break we'll be back, and there will be a few little sessions running. But for conversational English, I would suggest come to Thursday evening session on Kitely, and come to TGIF on Skype, which is TGIF is Thank Goodness It's Friday, and that's more sort of conversational English. And of course you can always ask for a session to be on just conversational English. We run about 9 or 10 sessions a week now, so, and get to know the other people. Come into Second Life, and there's lots of conversational English at Atlantis who run different sessions, and for chit chat it's brilliant, Second Life, because you get to talk to avatars. You do need a good computer, so if you're on Skype, again, join the meetup group and ask other people to join you for a conversation, or come into Google Plus and come to our hangouts, or set up your own hangout and ask people to come and join you. And it's something you learn by practice. Okay, so yeah, for conversational English, you have to have conversations. Okay. I'm not sure of your standard of English. It looks pretty good, apart from not capitalising the I. The actual structure of your sentences was fine, so I think you can fly on your own. Yeah, just need people to talk to. Yeah, it's good to talk. And then AS wrote, "Hello, how are you?" And then AS wrote, "Where can I use has, have, had, has, been, have, been, had, been?" AS. I'll be honest, you can use it all over the place. But there is a page on it on the website, so I will send you the link to that page. Try to keep grammar questions off this, because it's not about grammar, it's about chit chat, it's about live chat. Yeah, and there's lots of pages on the website with lots of grammar tips and lots of grammar rules, and really, to get a feel for it, they exist now. Start using them, and if you use them wrongly, I will correct you in the broadcast. I'm very, very keen on correcting people. Only in the broadcast, though. Or if you go to the lessons on the Learn English Online, which is learn-english-online.org, you get word-for-word corrections there. Okay, and I will start doing broadcasts once we're back off holiday. So we're on a break. This is the last one. This is the last broadcast for this, I don't know, series maybe. So the live chat will be there. I'll still be chatting with you, but I won't be able to record anything. So we'll have a mega live chat, I think, when I come back from holiday, and which will be, if you have a look at the calendar, about 3 weeks' time. Maybe there'll be a broadcast in 3 weeks, but probably it'll be 4 weeks, the whole of September. Basically, you can disregard me. But it doesn't mean to say you shouldn't talk with each other, meet up. Skype members, you can meet up with each other. April has kindly agreed to run some sessions on Second Life and on Google Plus. Amatsu has agreed to do some sessions. If anybody else wants to do some sessions, get in touch before Friday and I'll add you to the calendar. It's not just about me. You're more than capable of talking without me being around. Okay, so so if anybody wants to run a Skype, a Second Life, a Kitely session, just let me know, and or just turn up. Just go into Second Life or Skype or Kitely or Google Plus, and just say to people, anybody want to hang out? Yeah, teachers away. Let's have some fun. Anyhow, that's all we've got time for this week. It's been a pleasure as ever, and thanks for listening. Find the texts in the live chat page on the website. Read along as you listen, and then as I always say, it really does help your brain make that connection between the words and the meaning behind them. And the corrections, I hope, help. I mean, people are telling me it's very helpful, so leave a message on YouTube if you find it helpful. But some people are just sending me messages saying, "Oh, thank you. You bring. What did somebody say? It was lovely. You make it come alive." Oh, it's so sweet. Thank you. I can't remember who said it though. I'm sorry. It wasn't in live chat. Strangely, it was just on a message, and I can't remember even now where it was. But it was a nice message. Thank you. I love stuff like that. Other people don't think it's so great, but well, hell, what do they know? We like it, don't we? If you've listened to this far, well done. And hopefully you'll enjoy listening again. If I survive my holiday, I will be back, and I'll carry on. So take care. I might do a few broadcasts to fill in the gap, but they won't be live, and I won't be on live chat. Okay, but I might just sort of pop them up next week and the week after, because that's just a button, publish, and then they're there. But they'll be from the lessons. Okay, so only if I have time, no promises. Okay. Anyhow, I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and maybe I'll see you around in Kitely, Second Life, Skype, Google Plus. It's always nice to actually talk to you guys. If you do come along, let me know who you are from live chat. Let me know who you are from the forum. Anywhere else we might have met? Down the pub? I don't know, but it's been a nice session. I've enjoyed it. So thank you for listening. If you managed to make it this far, well done. You get a gold star. And yeah, take care. Be nice. Get out there. Practice your English. And if you can't be good, don't get caught. Bye.